If an avoidant does this, it means they're waiting for you to reach out. Have you ever felt that strange quiet after an avoidant pulls away? That moment when their texts stop, the warmth fades, and the silence feels heavier than words ever could. You start wondering, was it all in your head? Did they ever care? Or are they gone for good? Here's the truth most people don't see. Sometimes that silence isn't rejection. Sometimes it's waiting. Avoidants live in a constant tug-of-war between desire and fear. They crave closeness, but the moment they feel too exposed, they retreat. And when they pull away, it doesn't always mean they've stopped caring. In fact, it's often the opposite. When an avoidant withdraws after conflict or emotional tension, what they often do next is create the illusion of peace. You'll see it in their behavior. They'll start posting again, smiling in pictures, maybe hanging out with friends, or showing off how good life suddenly is without you. They might even act as though they've outgrown the connection altogether, carrying this quiet pride that says, "I've moved on." But beneath that image lies a different reality. Avoidants are masters at controlling what others see, especially when they feel emotionally exposed. That calm you see on the surface? It's rarely peace, it's a performance. You have to understand, avoidants hate feeling out of control. Conflict or closeness often triggers deep-rooted fears of being judged, trapped, or abandoned. So instead of processing those emotions openly, they suppress them. They'll cover their pain with productivity, distraction, or silence. Anything that helps them feel like they're back in charge of their emotions.
The irony is, the more peaceful and detached they try to appear, the louder their inner world becomes. When you see them posting happy moments or pretending they're fine, it's not always about showing off. Sometimes it's self-reassurance. It's them trying to convince themselves, "I don't need anyone. I'm okay on my own." But here's the secret. True peace doesn't need to be performed. If they genuinely didn't care, they wouldn't need to prove it. That outward calm is often a quiet cry for control, and control is the avoidance version of safety. So when they seem calm and detached after pulling away, don't mistake that for indifference. More often than not, that illusion of peace is the storm they're trying desperately to contain. Their silence isn't coldness, it's camouflage. And beneath that calm exterior, they're still thinking of you, wrestling with the very emotions they pretend not to feel. Now, let's talk about one of the clearest, yet most easily overlooked signs that an avoidant is silently waiting for you: their subtle reappearances. Avoidants rarely reach out directly. Vulnerability terrifies them because it threatens the emotional control they work so hard to maintain. So instead of saying, "I miss you," they'll say it without saying it. It begins quietly. You might notice they've viewed your story after weeks of distance, or they suddenly like a photo that's been up for days. Maybe they send a message that feels random, a meme, a one-word reply, or a question that doesn't really need an answer. Something that lets them connect without actually exposing emotion. To most people, these gestures might seem meaningless, but they're not. For the avoidant, even the smallest reach is a huge step. Each subtle interaction is a test, a way of asking, is it safe to come closer? And if you respond kindly, without pressure, it reassures them. But if you react with anger, guilt, or emotional intensity, it confirms their worst fear, that closeness equals danger. That's why they always approach indirectly. They're not trying to play games. They're trying to protect their heart from rejection. Their quiet digital footprints, those small breadcrumbs, are their way of keeping a connection alive while still feeling safe behind their emotional walls.
Sometimes they'll even reach out through mutual friends, casually asking how you've been, pretending it's nothing. But to them, it means everything. Because deep down, what they really want is to reconnect. They just don't know how to do it without risking pain. So when you start seeing these little reappearances, the views, the likes, the random check-ins, don't rush to judgment. That's their language of longing. It's their way of saying, I still care, but I'm scared to show it. Avoidants don't send invitations. They send signals. And if you look closely enough, you'll see that every quiet move is a soft plea, hoping you'll notice and maybe, just maybe, reach back. If you've ever shared a deep bond with an avoidant, you'll start noticing what I call the emotional echo. After distance forms, you start seeing reflections of your presence in their world. They might post a song you once loved, visit a place you used to go together, or share quotes that sound eerily familiar. Avoidants express emotion through patterns, not words. It's their way of whispering through behavior what they can't say out loud. That emotional echo is a sign they're still tethered to you, even while pretending not to be. It's not coincidence. It's longing, wearing a disguise. Not all silence is the same. There's the cold kind that comes from indifference, and then there's controlled silence. This type is deliberate. They withdraw, but they don't disappear. They'll still check your stories, maybe respond slowly, hover in your digital space, but never cross the line first. Why? Because they're leaving the door slightly open. They're saying without words, if you really care, you'll find me. It's a defense rooted in fear of losing control, of being rejected, of wanting too much. So they stay quiet, hoping you'll make it safe to come back. Sometimes, even in their absence, you can feel them. You think of them randomly, dream of them, sense their pull like a whisper that won't fade. That's because emotional energy doesn't just vanish. It lingers. Avoidants leave unfinished emotions hanging in the air, hoping, on some level, that you'll still feel them there. When they don't close the door completely, it's because deep down they don't want you to stop knocking. An avoidant who's truly done will detach completely. But the ones still waiting for you, they'll quietly keep tabs. They won't comment or like anything, but they'll watch. They'll notice when you look happy, when you post something heartfelt, when you go quiet. It's a silent chess game, each side waiting to see who will move first. And the avoidant is silently praying it's you, because your outreach validates their worth without forcing them to risk rejection. You'll also notice moments when they open up emotionally. Maybe they share something deep, a struggle, or a memory you both held close. For a moment, they feel real again, present. And just as suddenly, they pull away. Not because they don't care, but because that brief closeness frightened them. It's not manipulation. It's the painful rhythm of someone who wants love but doesn't yet trust it. Avoidants are creatures of routine. When their emotions shift, so do their patterns. They might stop visiting places that remind them of you, or they might start appearing in familiar spaces again. Those subtle changes aren't random, they're emotional signals. They're trying to manage the discomfort of missing you while pretending they don't. But in that attempt to look unaffected, they often reveal the truth. You're still on their mind. Sometimes they communicate through coded messages, vague posts, song lyrics, quotes about loyalty or heartbreak. These aren't random. They're carefully chosen expressions of something they can't say directly. It's not a game. It's fear dressed as poetry. Their words are an invitation hidden inside a wall. And then there's the mirroring. When you pull back, they pull back. When you act distant, they act distant too. When you post something confident and calm, suddenly they do the same. It's not coincidence. It's their subconscious way of staying emotionally in sync while keeping risk low. That mirroring is their unspoken confession. I still feel you, even if I can't say it. So what does all of this mean for you? Should you reach out?
Maybe, but only if it comes from the right place. If you reach out from fear, from a need to chase, fix, or prove something, they'll retreat again. But if you reach out from peace, from confidence, from genuine care without expectation, that energy disarms them. Avoidants aren't waiting for grand gestures. They're waiting for safety. They want to feel that closeness won't drown them, that love doesn't mean losing control. So if you do reach out, let it come from calm strength, not emotional chaos. Because peace, not pressure, is what makes an avoidant's walls finally fall. At the end of the day, their silence doesn't always mean they've stopped caring. Sometimes it's their loudest cry for connection, just one wrapped in fear. So don't chase, don't beg. Just be the peace they were never taught to trust. Because when you become that calm presence, even the most distant heart eventually finds its way back.